Chat, what's good? Hold on, we clear? Are we good? Are we here? Hold on, chat, because I gotta make sure we good. Alright? Hold on. Let's make sure we still good at the end of the day. Are we good? Yeah, we good. Listen, chat, look, it's your boy Showtime Minus 9, back here with another live, man. Hope you guys been really good. You're doing really well. You know what I'm saying? Changes are coming. You know what I'm saying? Changes are coming. Peace is coming. You know, if you're a person that's been taking care of their self, you know what I'm saying, strong care of their self, we're not just talking about, you know, physically, like in the gym, but like mentally, like, you know what I'm saying? Have you been in the gym with your life? Like, bro, listen, it is so important to just be mentally sharp out here. You know what I'm saying? Like, this system has literally your focus on everything outside of yourself. Social media, you know what I'm saying? Social media is good and bad for it has its good ends, it has its bad ends. Literally like the whole focus that society has is literally outside of yourself. Social media, you know what I'm saying? The food you eat, it determines the way you think. It determines the way you do things and stuff like that. What's another thing too? What's another thing outside of yourself? Oh, gossip. That is outside of yourself. So when you care about what what another person says or what another person has going on in their life, and it has nothing to do with you, and it is negative, that is outside of yourself. Everything in society focuses on the next person, and I'm not saying that you shouldn't focus on what other people got going on. There's positives in everything. But if you are focusing on the negatives, like literally, if your social media page is filled with negative drama and gossip and shade room, that will be your whole entire reality. Like your whole entire reality is on your phone. Do you realize that we used to not even have these phones, and our focus were way more in the world? You know, you got TikTok now, right? You watch 60-second videos. Your attention span is getting shorter. Do you realize that? Like literally, like we're in the age of caring about what's going on outside of us more than what we are on the inside. It's time for us to take this power back and make it make it priority in our lives to take care of our own health. So I hope you've been taking care of your own health. Listen, man, we are literally in a matrix society. Everything you do from today and tomorrow will will sum up the rest of your year 2026. It's already about to be the end of February. It's already about to be the end of February. We about to go into spring. Yeah, it's cold. You know, y'all seen this outside all winter. It's about to heat up real soon. So get ready for it to get hot. We got some live streams coming through. We got uh we got some more streaming, IRL streaming. You know, I'm gonna be on foot with it. You know, you gotta see me more of my day to day stuff, going outside. You know, going to events, just streaming, doing more. Um, it probably won't be every day, but I would try to do as much as I can. You know what I'm saying? Like, you see how Speed went to Afghanistan, or Speed went to Africa. He went to all these places. That's where we're trying to get. Showtime Minds 9 is going to the next level. Y'all won't see me only on here. Y'all see me on more platforms too. Y'all see me on TikTok. For people that are new subs from TikTok, hit that hit that like button on the stream. For people that are new from Instagram, hit that like. Literally, like, we're here to support each other. You know what I'm saying? We need each other. We need each other to win. You know, YouTube has currently been on my side on the algorithm. We are trying to get our streams to be more noticeable in the algorithm, and we'll get more viewers as time progresses. I ain't worried about where we are right now. Where we are right now is exactly where you need to be, and we're in the starting building stage. And every single day, we're gonna work harder to get where we need to go. We're gonna get 1% better. How can I grow? That's the goal, man. Well, you're in the starting stage like me. Yes, I got 5,000 subscribers. That doesn't mean nothing at all. Having 5,000 subscribers, a lot of people watch your videos. It's different when you're going live. Can people watch you for a long time? You got to give people a reason. You got to get people a reason to want to watch you. Stream. I'm not gonna copy I Show Speed. I'm not gonna copy that. I'm always gonna be authentic to myself. You know, a lot of people, when they see other people have thousands of subscribers, these people are doing wild things to get these attention. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing nothing outside of myself to get other people's approval. I'm always gonna be authentic to myself. Now, can we laugh and do funny things on stream and have funny moments and do funny things and sometimes get out of character and rock out? Like, yeah, but we're not gonna sit here and do nothing abnormal or out of our comfort zone to get viewers. We're not doing that. We're not. We're not. But what I am gonna say is that we are past, a certain point from where we first started in January. You know what I'm saying? The one thing I could say that I learned in these 2 months that of the years, that everything that I thought was for me, everything I thought that I grew up with was all to build me up. Like, to this point, the reason why I'm so knowledgeable, the reason why I could speak so confidently is because of the things that I went through. I told y'all on my other videos that I went through being embarrassed. I went through being uncomfortable in uncomfortable positions when I was young to make the whole city that I was coming from to not take me serious. I always was creating content. I always was creating videos, but I never had the support that I wanted from my hometown. Why? Because maybe my videos weren't there yet. Maybe my quality, maybe my subscribers, whatever the case may be. I did not let that stop me from becoming who I wanted to become. A lot of y'all be like, oh, I need support, I need this, I need that. A lot of y'all need to start off with no support just to see what it's like to build a fan base from brick by brick. When you're starting brick by brick, you'll be more appreciative of who and what you attract. I'm not mad that my hometown didn't support me on YouTube. I'm not mad that my hometown didn't support my music when I first started doing it. I'm not mad at that. I just use it as motivation because I already know what I am. As long as I know what I am on the inner, It don't matter what nobody else thinks. People could think my music is trash. People could make my think my videos are don't make sense to them, or they can't relate. What they think doesn't determine on what I feel inside. See, when I first was younger, you know what I'm saying? When I was young, I used to care about what people thought. I used to care about making it up to people. I used to care about doing certain things. I always had a slight version of not caring, but we talking about not giving a flying fuck. Not giving a flying fuck versus not caring. You know, when I was not caring as much, I still cared a little bit about the certain things I posted. I had people that I was coming up with, they used to do funny shit for content and stuff like that. And they low key like stop doing what they was doing. They was getting lots of views. Getting lots of views. And they stopped doing what they was doing because of what other people or their family members or the people around them started to think. Like, if you're not being yourself, then who are you being? Who are you making happy? Because when these people die and they're not here anymore, you gotta look yourself in the mirror and be like, yo, I'm not truly doing what I love to do. I'm not being authentic to me. If I know I'm a comedian, if I know I'm a YouTuber, if I know I make Instagram reels and this is what I love to do, why am I not taking it serious? Why do I care about what the next person is doing? This is the brick steps to take me to the next level. Brick by brick. Brick by brick. I'm in your world. I'm just living in it. I'm just a guy from Newburgh, New York that moved to New York City and became a true version of me. I'm no different than you. I'm not better than you. I may just have went through a lot more, so I know a little bit about the game of life. Stop giving up on your dreams. I'm not no motivational speaker. This is a divine sent king that was sent from the universe. I was born to do this. When you're born to do it, you have no choice but to start with zero. Imagine having zero to having 50, to having 100, to having 150, to 1,000, 500. You do the math on how much money and revenue that could make if you just keep going. Creators all around the world, be you. Don't be nobody else but you. I don't know why y'all want to compare y'all careers to what he or she says you should do with your life. Everybody has a different journey. That's the crazy part. Everybody got a different journey. It all determines on how you let the journey work for you. Just be patient. You know what I'm saying? It's cold right now. The sun hasn't came out yet. Watch that world start work. If you've been putting in that work, bro, when the sun comes out, it's about to hit March. It's about to start getting darker later. You feel me? Right now, it's still getting dark around like what, 5:30, 6 o'clock still. That daylight savings about to start. It's about to hit. That daylight savings is about to hit. Get ready. All the energy that you've been putting towards your grind. There's a lot of distractions that's gonna come with it. You know what I'm saying? Once you start finally, finally start raising your vibration, start actively doing proactive things to help you move forward, that's when the girls come. That's when the distractions come. That's when the people that want you to hang out, now you want me to hang out. Now you want to go to the studio. Now girls want to hit my phone all of a sudden. This is when you need to preserve your energy the most. Preserve your energy. The energy that you got within you is so golden. Don't just give that to anybody, bro. Don't just give that to people that you randomly just hang out with, or, you know, they don't deserve that. You're a king, you're a queen. Why would you give that to somebody that doesn't do that for themselves? That doesn't fill your cup up. I'm selfish, man. And it's a balance. I give and I'm selfish at the same. I got to. I used to feel like, oh, I gotta be a good person. I gotta be this. I gotta be that. Or I gotta be there for everybody and not myself. Or yeah, I used to really drop everything to help somebody. Nah, fuck that. You wanna know why? Because you're trying to impress when that should just already be the relationship with that person. If a person knows you're a good person already, they don't need to. They don't. You don't need to impress them. You don't need to make them happy. That is already something they know about you. Right now, if you know that you're going through some times right now where when you got to make decisions, you got to make choices, you got to save money, you got to do this, you got to do that. Don't worry about helping anybody but yourself, because you know what position you in right now. You know what position that you're in, so you can make the right choices. You're in thinking mode. You're literally in thinking mode. You're in decision mode. Every single thing that you're doing right now literally calculates. You're taking risks. You're really taking risks. March, I think it was March where we lost her. I'm gonna say April. April, we lost Freddie Mac. That was the embarking of my new profound spiritual journey. I wasn't fully in it the whole time, but that was the 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 rope that snapped for me to wake up to the rest of the world. Losing her made me realize we only get one life. And not only did I lose her, I had to see my dad in his deathbed. That really made me a different person after that. You feel me? That made me really look at life like I gotta make decisions now. I gotta be selfish, man. I'm not gonna say I gotta be selfish, but I gotta choose me when it counts. I gotta stop making people happy and form this unity and family that I wanna build. My whole life, I've been trying to make people happy and do everything last minute and do this and if I continue to live like that, I ain't never gonna be who I wanna be. So I had to change, man. I had to embrace this new identity. I was fully locked into rap. There was a point where I was fully locked into rap, fell off my spiritual journey, fully locked out of who I was really supposed to become. There was a point where I was already in this vehicle. I was already in this spiritual vehicle. I was already ascending spiritually, not as a, not as I am now. I'm way more, you know, into now. I'm way more. Uh, I don't know everything, but I'm way more advanced now. Now that now that I'm in this new version of me, I know that since I could go through things, it's all about the journey. I fell off, man. I fell off with doing what God was supposed to have me do. And that's to motivate light workers to choose their purpose over the ego. You feel me? And not only that, practice self mastery. You know, if you're a person that has ADHD, OCD, a person that has, all a mental disorder, there is a way of exercising these things that have been put upon us. What they tell you to take a medicine. They tell you to get a therapist. What the therapist is not telling you is that all these things that you have to do is a mental workout. And to properly get through these things is a mental fitness. It's literally a mental fitness. Do proactive things throughout your day. If you got free time, you're working. You know what I'm saying? Go for a walk mindfully. No headphones. It's easy when you do it with the headphones, but it's going to make it hard when you don't have them on. When you have these intrusive thoughts here, or when you lose focus, use return return your brain to the present moment. So if you're suffering from ADHD, which you're not suffering, that's what they tell you, because these are superpowers. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes ADHD comes in like a superhero. Sometimes if you're a light worker, don't you realize when you in school, when you was in school, or you a chosen one, right? When you was in school or you was learning something that you didn't understand, you felt like you couldn't pay attention for some reason. Like you just had to be on your phone. You just was like acting out, Sometimes at a young age, we just don't pay attention to things that don't serve us as a chosen one. I didn't start my life till I got out of high school. Life started for me when I got out of high school. I had to figure that shit out as a youngin'. Still figuring it out. I'm not acting like I got this shit fully under control. See, that's the problem. A lot of people want to feed you this perfect narrative, feed you this perfect lifestyle, feed you this perfect knowledge. And Life is messy. Life has its ups and downs. Showtime has its ups and downs. But the whole point is to just get where we need to be. And that's to stay level headed and keep faith that everything will work out for us. Divine forces are working out for us. Divine forces are always working to get us where we need to be. So if you can't see it and you've been putting the work in, you've been you've been staying level headed, you've been in the moment, in a matter of time, a lot of things is gonna go really great for you and change, but you just gotta believe it. You just gotta believe it. Believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. Let's get back to ADHD. Let's get back to not being able to focus. So a lot of y'all be having this assumption that you guys need to take medication or you need to do this, you need to do that. See, when you take medication for mental disorders or anything like that, it puts them. This is my opinion. I'm not saying that it doesn't work, but this is my opinion. When you take medications on mental health, like ADHD and stuff like that, it takes it's a band-aid on your actual mental health. Yes, it helps in the moment. Yes, it helps you for a few hours. But when you're off it, you act like you need it. It's like you're a fiend. I need to take my medicine or else I'm not going to be successful. I need to take my medicine or I'm not going to be able to focus. But here's the catch. You need to be proactively doing mental fitness. And that's proactively focusing on inspired actions. So that is going to the gym. That is going out for walks. That is reading your favorite book, playing video games mindfully, all mindful activities. Enjoy your life. And whenever, you know, the thoughts come up of, oh, I feel like, or you get thoughts of anxiety, you get thoughts of things that just don't matter, like thoughts, just random intrusive thoughts. Come back, bring your brain to the present moment. Tell yourself, brain, we are working out. Brain, we are walking. Brain, we are in we are in the present moment right now. But become nonchalant about it. Do not be mad at yourself when you have all these thoughts in your head. Don't be mad at yourself. You gotta be nonchalant. Be like, no, brain. Come on, come on. Focus on the present moment. We're walking right now, brain. We're walking. We're running. We're jogging. And over time, yes, the thing is, see, you're looking for, see, on social media, everybody's looking for this quick fix, and it is a exercise. You're not gonna go to the gym and get abs your first week of working out. You gotta build this muscle, this mental muscle. These are mental muscles. Literally, when you cannot focus, it is a muscle that you have to build mentally. All these things are muscles that you have to build. So, what's another good way to help you get through these things? Meditation. Meditation is perfect. But see, at first, if you're a person that has a hard time focusing, Guided meditations ain't the one. I'm telling you this now. At first, I used to think that guided meditations, were helpful, and once you were able to focus, but they're able to help you when you're able to focus. The first thing you should do before you even turn on a guided meditation, just meditate in silence, because this is where you're able to just see all your thoughts and realize, damn, all of my thoughts are literally just everywhere. Like, oh my God, like my thoughts are just everywhere. And it teaches you just not to judge them. They're literally just thoughts. They're literally just thoughts. They're literally just thoughts. None of these things are real. These things that you think about yourself or you think people think about you are not real. They are just things that the brain has soaked up over time because you keep feeding them these thoughts. And you just have to become level headed. That's all. You got it. It's your boy Showtime Minds 9. I hope you guys love what you saw, love what you heard. And that's your boy. We out here.